We're here, right?
Let's try this again. Can you hear us now, brother?
How about that?
Hey, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Hey, man, how you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing, Johnny?
Oh, we're hanging in there.
Yeah, B-Dog is back there as well. He finally got back from the frozen north of Ohio, went up for the holidays, and got snowed in, couldn't get out, had to get a bulldozer and all that stuff. And, then he finally got back last night, I think. So how you doing?
Good. Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year to you, man. And I can't thank you enough. I mean, we're so excited. Well, first of all, welcome to the brand new Coastal Americana Radio Network. We are streaming live on Tiki Man Radio, Dockside Live Radio, and Western Maryland Radio, which is Johnny's radio station. So nice. A lot of people are going to be able to hear your new song, which I was just telling everybody. I had to write that review because I got to tell you, it's one of the best songs I've heard you play.
Oh, wow. I really appreciate that. We put music out, and probably about 3 days before I'm going to upload it to, the distribution and all that, I think, boy, I shouldn't do this, We get really nervous about it, just so you know. So that was just so great to hear, and the response so far has been great the last couple of days.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Oh, I love it, man. My girlfriend and I were. Oh, you're welcome, man. My girlfriend and I are now Mark Mulch groupies. All right, so now we got to go start taking your picture and posting it all around Deep Creek Lake so they can get into the groove.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, you have a song. It really resonated with me. I was listening to it last night. Listened to it a few times. Called "The High Life."
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, I love that song. That summed up my entire younger life. It's called "The High Life."
Thank you.
And I used to have this T-shirt, Miller High Life T-shirt, that when I was traveling back in the day, in my younger day, you pack light, right? Catch a flight, have a gym bag, couple T-shirts, and so I had all these pictures with me in this Miller High Life T-shirt on. So years later, this thing called Facebook comes out. I post pics, and people are like, "Do you ever not wear that shirt?" It's like, "Hey, man, that was years ago," But I remember the shirt and then the song. And I'm like, man, that song just summed up my entire early life of traveling through the Caribbean and all that, brother. So I want to thank you so much. I mean, that is such a cool vibe. I love your music.
Oh, thank you. It's funny. My first beer was a Miller High Life, so it holds a special place in my heart as well.
Oh man, you got something in common right there.
I think mine was beers. I think mine was a yellow can that said beer on it from Kroger. Red, white, and blue, or something like that. I'm not sure, but
right.
So man, last year was a challenge for a lot of people, but you kind of made the best out of it and ended on a good note. And you went down to Texas to the Rockin' New Year's Eve show down there, and it's nice to see you get out. And I've seen your name pop up on some other events coming up, house concerts and whatever. And want to thank you again for playing the summer party. What a blast that was!
Oh my God, that was the best time. That was probably the best time of last year. That was a wild day and a wild night.
When you roll with Danny, it usually is wild.
Well, we had to build a whole bigger stage just so Mark can get his band on there.
I filled it too, right? I filled it to the brim.
You did.
Brought as many people as I could.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Let's play this new song so everybody can hear it. They're anticipating hearing it if they hadn't already. And we got a lot of new listeners out there that are listening right now. So we'll play the song and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about it. Okay.
Sure, that's great.
All right, I'm going to put everybody back in the green room right quick, and then we'll play the song, and we'll come back and have some fun. You're listening to Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B on the Coastal Americana Radio Network.
In a Gulf Coast town, little little tiki bar, feeling alright. Drink in my hand, sun setting down, Saturday night. She came out of the water, hottest damn thing that I ever did see. In just bikini bottoms, I swear to God, she walked right up to me. She said, we've got tonight, don't think about anything else. No need for names, just spin me around, all we got is tonight. In a Gulf Coast town, in a Gulf Coast town, the moon hit the sand, we were shadows in the light, walking hand in hand with the tide rolling in. Thought that she might pull me back in the water, hottest damn thing that I ever did see. No more bikini bottoms, just her and I in the wild blue sea. She said, we've got tonight, don't think about anything else. No need for names, just spin me around, all we got is tonight. In a Gulf Coast town, whoa, in a Gulf Coast town, whoa, in a Gulf Coast little tiki bar, feeling alright on Saturday night. In a Gulf Coast moon hit the sand, walking hand in hand, we were shadows in the night. She said, we've got tonight, don't think about anything else. No need for names, just spin me around, all we got is tonight. In a Gulf Coast town, in a Gulf Coast town, little tiki bar, I ordered me another.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's such a smooth tune, brother.
Oh, thank you. Very cool.
How did this all?
I love it.
Sounds even better on Tiki Man Radio.
So, how did this all come about?
It was actually me and my buddy Jeremy Michael. He's a country artist here in Nashville and really great singer-songwriter. And we get together, try to get a couple times a year to write. We were initially writing for his EP that he was working on, and I wound up with 2 songs on that EP, and country songs. And he just released those 2 songs over the summer. We sat down to write this song, and he played me kind of the guitar part that he had in mind, which he thought it had more of like a 90s, he wanted to go like 90s rock kind of or whatever. But for some reason, I heard that first line that you hear, little tiki bar on a Saturday night thing. And then it all just kind of like flowed all of a sudden. And it wasn't even, the first thing I got asked was it a true story? And I said,
yeah.
No,
who is this girl? Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is this girl? So especially back when I wasn't single. Now I'm suddenly single, but
yeah.
But no, it's just the story and everything just kind of all of a sudden fell out, and it came together pretty quickly, probably in about an hour or so. And if you listen through to the end, he says, "I ordered me another," and what we're trying to convey there is it was a dream.
Yeah.
He was just daydreaming at the tiki bar. And I really hope to do a video for it so that we could kind of really push that narrative. But yeah, it was just a kind of almost like a magical thing when you write. Sometimes a song is just waiting to be written, so to speak, and this was one of them because we didn't have this idea. The idea just came about while he was playing those chords and stuff, and then I came up with the chords for the chorus part, and it really just all kind of fell together. And then the recording, All Star is Daniel Dennis, who I work with a lot, co-producing my stuff. He played most of what you hear on the track, drums, percussion, guitar, bass. Then we had Lee Turner, who plays for Darius Rucker and someone else. He also co-produced Tied Down with me, which was a big song for me. He's on keyboards and everything. And then for the first time, I had Skid Mills, who's a big, he's more of a rock producer.
Sure.
With Saving Abel and Tonic and people like that. But I'm working on a full-length album for release in April. And he's agreed to mix that entire album because it's been recorded kind of in a bunch of different studios as I travel and whatnot. And so Skid, this is the first song that Skid mixed for me, and another, so I mean, you have three stellar people right there, and that's Jeremy on the background vocals as well.
Well, you're pretty damn talented yourself, so.
Oh, yeah.
But, for me, it's really hard for me to explain. I mean, being, I get a lot of trop rock songs, and, at some point, they all start to sound the same to me. And this comes across more as a Mark Mulch style of music. It's different.
Oh, wow.
It still has that tropical feel to it, but it's not it's more of a mainstream, beautiful tune of escapism. It's not the typical what you would call a trop rock song. Does that make any sense?
It really does, and I was trying to go for something a little bit different of melding kind of like the yacht rock sound, the trop rock sound. I'm always going to have, my country background, so that's the storytelling part of it and everything. And then I love Steely Dan and bands like that, and really wanted to. I remember when I was talking to Daniel about the track when we first started to record, I mentioned Steely Dan, and also the way the song or the track builds. There's not one big chorus, but it kind of builds as the song goes on, and then kind of comes back down, to end the story. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. You tell me. I mean, you came in, you discovered this whole trop rock Coastal Americana community, and you've got out there, you've played with a lot of these guys and learned different styles from them, but you bring your own style to it. So, I mean, is this kind of a different direction for you, if you will?
It's a little bit of a different direction, and you'll hear a little more of it on the album that we're working on. There's at least another song or two that'll have this kind of vibe to it. But I'm really excited for you all to hear the new album because it's 10 brand new songs. There'll be 10 songs that maybe heard some of them live, but they've never been released. And it's all sorts of different styles, everything from rock to Zydeco to easy, breezy stuff like this one. I really think everyone's going to be surprised at the variety, and then I really hope, of course, that everybody likes it. So
very cool, man. Well, super job on it, Johnny. What you got?
I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, I fell in love with your music over the last week when Danny sent me the link. Said this is going to be our first guest on the all-new Coastal Americana radio network. I'm like, cool, man. And I started looking. Over the years, I've worked with a lot of artists. And I have to just say, Danny's spot on. What you created is kind of like that fine line between what's trop rock, what's not, and somewhere it's definitive. That's what I'm trying to say. And as an artist, that the music that defines you, and then all of a sudden when your crowd finds you, that's definitive right there. So not only does it resonate with the trop rock crowd, but, I look at the artists you've worked with. I mean, Bon Jovi, Craig Morgan, Big and Rich. I mean, a lot of these guys are like, hey, they're going to hear it and they're like, hey, this is pretty cool. And as you well know, in Nashville, one lead leads to the next lead, leads to the next writer, to the next studio, et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden, boom, things start to come into play. And I think you're there.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I really do.
Like I've said before, I've truly found my people. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is what I'm all about. I grew up at the Jersey Shore. I've been a beach kid my whole life since I was 2 months old.
Yeah.
And I've never felt more comfortable, and I've never felt more accepted, which is great. And yeah, just amazing.
That's
and it really is. One of my favorite artists is John Mellencamp, and he has a great quote where he says, someone said, this is great and that's great and your new album's great. And he said, well, yeah, he goes, I surround myself with people who are more talented than me. That's why it's so good.
I kind of do the same thing myself, man. I get that,
When it clicks, it clicks. But I do have to ask you a question. So
Sure.
You opened with Bon Jovi. And was that back in the days when he had his violinist, Lorenzo Ponce, with him?
I don't think so. We opened for them here in Nashville for a benefit, and that was amazing. People on that bill were also Big and Rich, and Jewel was on that show, and we were still. That was the Mulch brothers, my country rock duo, right. And we were still deer in the headlights. Couldn't believe we were working with Billy Falcon and his daughter Rose Falcon. Billy is a songwriter here in town, also had his own music out that I loved, and we were lucky enough to write with him. He's got at this point, I think he's got 35 or 40 Bon Jovi cuts. And we were lucky enough to open for them and work with them a bunch while they were here doing an album. And then even Richie Sambora got up and jammed with us one night, and it got caught on video and then got sent to the news station here. And we literally went from repeating the name of our band, and I'd be like, I'm Mark Mulch, Nick Mulch, Mulch Brothers, the what, the Munch Brothers, the what, the what, and then the news story came out with the video of us jamming with Richie Sambora, and they were like, oh, the Mulch Brothers, you guys jam with Bon Jovi, and then all of a sudden everybody was able to recognize our name and do whatever. But yeah, just been lucky, a lot of in the right place at the right time, and also just sticking with it. This week is 20 years here in Nashville for me.
Wow. Congratulations. Yeah. And you're not far from Danny.
Yeah. Well, and he knows he's always welcome here anytime, and certainly has spent a lot of time over here with us. And we really appreciate you being a friend of not only the radio, but just on a personal level, just being a really good friend of supporting us as well. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. We do appreciate that.
Course.
And, the reason I asked that question about Lorenzo, the violinist, we actually grew up together in the same neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she used to come over to the house, hang out, swim, party, just kids being kids. And she was selling perfume at a local mall. And when she got the gig with Bon Jovi, I called her and said, hey, man, how'd you do that? She said, my agent called and asked me would I like to audition. I said, sure. And they liked me and I got the gig. And then, boom, next thing you know, amazing. They're everywhere with David Letterman, Late Night with Richie Sambora, and she's on stage, traveling the globe. And now she's working with Sheryl Crow. She's everywhere. So we chat, and we're all scratching our heads. All of us guys from high school, we're like, wow, man, that's as big as you get from our class. That's pretty cool. But, that's the click it takes. It just happened by accident, and she got lucky. And that's that. So that's why I asked, connections are good to have,
You got to be ready, though. She was ready. So, and that's the thing. You have to make sure that you're a friend of mine. We were a buddy of mine from New Jersey who was I had a band in New Jersey called the Lemongrass Band, and we were lucky enough to get signed, and we had a lot of great stuff going on. But we ultimately, unfortunately, broke up for a while. But me and my keyboard player were talking. He's like, I just don't know why people get out of the line. He's like, if you're in line, you're eventually going to get there, and you just have to stay in line and keep at it and keep doing it, because eventually it's going to be your turn. And if you get out of the line, if you step off the line, then you're not going to get anything. And she was ready, and you just got to be ready.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess.
yeah, I mean, the whole other side of the business, you got to be ready for that. You got to be able to do the travel, do the things that you're able to do now. I mean, I think it's cool that you have found this spot in your life where you're not relying on a whole nother band or a bunch of other people. You know, it's you, and you've made that a priority in your life. I can tell by the things that you're doing, and I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, really.
I'm also. Sorry, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to be turning 58 in May and suddenly having a resurgence of my music career. That is not lost on me at all. Like, in the fact that I could probably do this type of music and all of this, you know, I hope to just drop dead on stage if I'm lucky enough.
Well, I tell you what, you know, hey, I didn't hear that because you don't even look like that age at all whatsoever. At all. I never heard that. And it doesn't matter, you know. But,
exactly, yeah.
you know, and you're a Jersey boy. And we have an artist coming up here. Well, we will eventually. She's been on both our shows over the years. Robin Tricker.
He knows Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Cream Ridge, New Jersey. And, you know, she's constantly putting out stuff. We were chatting yesterday. And there you go. Another connection, you know, just people know people in the business. That's how it works.
Jersey folks are everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere.
We go
Like
down
roaches
to
or something.
we go down to Delaware Beach all the time, Bethany in that area, Ocean City.
Yeah.
But oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
What's that really cool? What's that really cool bar on the bay that has you float out? You know, they have the floats and they bring your drinks to you out. I can't remember.
Are you
the
talking
name
about
of it right
that's
now.
Ocean City? That's Secrets.
Ocean City. Secrets. Yeah. Oh man, what a great place that is.
I've closed that bar down many of night.
Yeah, Johnny's not allowed to go back there anymore. I think there may be some posters or something with his face on it. But you know what you got coming up, man? I like I said, I saw your name popping up on some of the down in the Gulf Coast house concerts and things of that nature. I saw your name popping up. Is the house concert thing you really like that?
Oh my God, I love the house concert thing. It's everything from the storytelling that I love to do as a songwriter to a party. So you get to do, you know, both in a way. So got some great house concerts coming up, the Lion's Den and the Hawk's Nest and all over the country. I'm going to be touring all year long, pretty much starting in March. I'm playing at Music on the Bay, which you guys are going to be there. I'm doing a full band show at that one. So I've been to Music on the Bay and played at Music on the Bay twice in the last 2 years, but not officially on the bill until this year. So I'm honored to be officially on the bill this year and doing a full band show on Thursday night of the festival. And then I'll be joining our buddy Dave Sines on Sunday for Church of the Lost Songwriters, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Sure.
So a ton of house concerts all over the country, a bunch of other gigs. Of course, Music City Fin Fest right here. I will officially, I announced it at my show the other night, but I'll say it here. We are having our second annual Music City Fin Fest, August 14th through the 16th. And Danny, you are not allowed to say no.
Well, I've run out of excuses, that's for sure, you know. So, you know, I definitely will. I'm so excited to be able to, first of all, with the help of Dave and Brian and that's forming us this new company, Coastal Americana Radio Network. It's going to allow us to really all follow the passion that we truly love to do.
Right, that's great. I love it. You guys are all very talented at what you do. And B-Dog, I didn't realize that you guys were retiring.
We put it out there, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, Johnny told me that years ago. He's like, yeah, man, I'm done with radio. I'm like, Johnny, you got to get back on the radio.
10 years.
B-Dog's still on the radio. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's sitting here right now talking about, I don't want to do radio, sitting in his chair.
I came in to wish you guys luck and congratulate you. It didn't work that way. It's how I got into radio. I just came in to watch, and the next thing you know, I'm behind a microphone.
Well, it's like Danny and I say, the studio is a trap.
It is a trap.
Walk in here, and
Yeah.
you just think you're going to do a little dusting,
Yeah.
and 6 hours later, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Well, Mark,
Exactly.
Mark, we appreciate you being our very first guest on this brand new show. We're going to be doing it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you got anything out there, FinFest, you know, when you make the announcement, you know, if you want to send us something, we'll play it here on the radio for you and get it out to all 3 radio stations and help you any way we can. Not only are we trying to connect the beach house to the lake house and the marina business, but we're always here for the independent artists like yourself and our good friends. And you know, we're all following the same passion, working at it at different angles. And we really appreciate you being a part of it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
so
guys.
much.
I'm honored to be the first guest, and I'd love to come back around April when the new album comes out.
Make sure you tell Manalo, because he was busy. He couldn't, you know, and I was like, because I'd sent you an email, I'd sent you a message, and then I sent, because I was trying to line up for the week. I'm like, hey, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, you guys pick whatever. And then you were the first one to respond. And I was like, you damn right, man, you are going to do it. That's why I called you. And then, and then like 2 or 3 days later, when Manalo responded, I'm like, man, we're all booked up. Sorry, man. You know, we'll have to squeeze you in. You know, so
Snooze, you lose.
yeah.
Go.
Yep.
All of that is somewhat true, by the semi-true. You know. But,
Yeah, I was excited when I got up this morning, and then I was just making coffee, and the phone goes ding. I'm like, hey, that's Mark Mulch. He likes our post. You know, that was really cool. So
Yeah.
thank you for brightening up my
Of
morning.
course.
Mark Mulch and coffee in the morning. Like, this is cool.
yeah.
You know.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, do me and Manalo a favor. We have a Sunrise Vibers is a Facebook group that we have, and we share our coffee mug in the morning and any sunrise that you might be at because of our Sunrise Vibes song.
Mhm.
And we're really trying to do more and more stuff with Sunrise Vibes, along with our sunrise shows that we do every once in a while, and some other stuff that we have coming up that we're really excited about with that. But join our Sunrise Vibers Facebook group.
All right, man. We'll share that for you. And thanks for being here, man. And keep. It's going to be a fantastic year for all of us. So, you know, anything we can do to help, let us know.
Couldn't have started off any better.
Yeah. Well, how about a little John Mellencamp as we let you go, man?